Hiya YouTube, and welcome to a video by the Unlucky Lads. This will detail the raid intel skips and black box locations on critical, regular and low for the raid starting on the 20th of June running through to the 26th of June, which is Project Titan week 187. We hope you'll continue to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, or even gift us a slice of pizza using our donation link in the description below, because your support drives us to make these early raid intel videos, which allows you to quickly complete the raids and collect the black boxes as soon as the Project Titan week begins. For critical this week, the modifiers will be Darkest Night, Limited Health Regen, and Juggler. So with the intel skips we can begin by pressing the 4 nodes at Ancient Harbour. This will give you access to Baal at the chemical refinery, and beating this boss will allow you to head into Sector 2. Gargoyle requires 2 intels at Forgotten Sanctuary, plus a further 1 intel at Missile Site Ruins. Then you can interrogate the guy on the roof at Camp Phoenix, before finally inputting the password he gives you into the node at Testing Zone, where you can also fight Gargoyle. For Supercomputer you just need to hack and defend the node at Salamander. Then you can fight Quantum at the building in the sea. With the 2 bosses in Sector 2 beaten, you can head into Sector 3. Cerberus requires 2 intels at Red Phoenix, and a further 2 intels at Scandium Mine, one using your drone in B2, and the other is a pickup. Next you need to destroy 3 panels at Prototype Workshop, before finally putting 4 hands on nodes at No Man's Land. This will give you access to Cerberus at the top of Lava Shield, where you can complete the critical raid. And if you're looking for the black boxes on critical this week, there's 1 box in Sector 1, which is at Heliport. Then there'll be 2 boxes in Sector 2, the first at Camp Phoenix and the other is at Salamander. And finally there's 2 boxes in Sector 3, the first at Prototype Workshop and the other one being at No Man's Land. In summary, the modifiers probably include our least favourite one, Darkest Night, so expect to complete the majority of the raid with either night vision or thermals turned on, which in our opinion is actually just less fun rather than a challenge. As for the other 2 modifiers, each come with a slight annoyance, starting with Limited Health Regen, because you will likely go through more syringes than normal, so be sure to pack the red and green ones just in case. Then, Juggler can trip you up if you're unable to collect the right ammo from the ground, so do keep an eye on that as well. Moving on to the intel trail, and this week will likely be a long one for most players, because 3 of the bosses require at least 2 tasks before the Titan will spawn, and Cerberus in Sector 3 requires a task at 4 different locations, which can take a while unless you're willing to split up the squad to save some time. So with a combination of a pretty long raid and Darkest Night as a modifier, we don't blame a few players for wanting to sit this one out. However, if you do decide to play and run into any problems, please comment below and we'll try to help out, so you can finish the raid and earn those rewards. As for regular and low, there are no modifiers and it does just use last week's critical intel and black box locations, which means you'll need to begin by grabbing 1 intel at the abandoned site to the west of Golem Island, also known as the fishing village. Once you have that, you can input the password into the node at the top of Chemical Pipeline, which will grant access to Baal at the chemical refinery. And after you beat the Tank Titan, you can head into Sector 2. Gargoyle requires 2 intels at Salamander, then the interrogation of the sniper at Camp Phoenix, and lastly inputting the password he gives you into the node at Testing Zone. And Supercomputer just requires the 4 nodes at Missile Site Ruins to be pressed together. Once you've beaten Gargoyle at Testing Zone, and Supercomputer at the building in the sea, you can move into Sector 3. For Cerberus this week you'll need 2 intels at Prototype Workshop, before getting a further 1 intel at Traces of Ancient Ruins, which is the cave next to Scandium Mine. Then you can interrogate the bandage guy at Red Phoenix, before inputting the password he gives you into the node at the top of Lava Duct. Once you've done all of that, you'll have access to Cerberus at the top of Lava Shield, where you can complete the regular and low raids. And if you're wanting the raid chests on regular and low this week, there are 2 in Sector 1, the first at Satellite Dish, and the other is at Chemical Pipeline. Then there'll be 2 more boxes in Sector 2, The first one's at Camp Phoenix and the other one's at Missile Site Ruins. And finally, there's 2 more boxes in Sector 3. The first at Prototype Workshop, with the last one being at Lava Duct. That's all for now. We hope you've enjoyed our Intel and Black Box video enough to leave a like and comment, plus subscribe or donate if you haven't already. But no pressure there, because it's all of your support combined that really drives us to make our content. So until next time, peace out, the unlucky lads.